And here we are with one of the more premier matchups of VCW versus the World 4.
I'd say VCW versus the World history.
This is the first...
I think I'm just going to one-up everything you say. Keep talking.
The first intercontinental.
This is the first intergalactic match.
Intergalactic
What else
match.
you got? I could go all night. I'm 50.
For 50, you're pretty spry on the microphone.
I am.
All that guttural dexterity required.
It's because I spend 1 hour a day commentating and 23 hours a day in an oxygen chamber. Keeps me fresh. Let's go to the intros, if they haven't happened already. It's going to happen. You bring out of the ring with you. People are going to yell at him. It's a fact of life. Tyrant's got a gorgeous head of hair.
We are seeing some good heads of hair on this show, I must admit.
Folks, here we go, the main event of day one of VCW versus the World 4. And of course, at most super shows, the main event of day one is usually the biggest match in the entire show because everyone's all fucked up by day two.
And this is absolutely no exception to that. Probably the biggest matchup in VCW history to this point, if not of all time.
Could very well be. We got Tyrant, arguably the #1 wrestler in the United Kingdom, maybe in the entire Eastern Hemisphere, depending on which side of the Prime Meridian he resides on. And Danny Makabe, arguably the best wrestler in VCW. Of course, that's an argument you would lose. Feeling out process between the two. Obviously, they have never tangled in the ring before.
But both are very aware that the other is incredibly talented in the ring.
Well, they've studied each other's work. This is undeniable.
Given the scope of this match, you kind of have to.
No, you can't go into a match like this cold because you know the other guy is doing his homework, and you have to match, if not top him.
People always talk about bringing their A games to matches. These guys have brought their A++ gold star match.
Nobody going for any big risks off the bat. Nobody wants to lose the main event in 2 minutes. The referee doesn't even want us to see this match.
Nope.
Headlock takedown by Daniel Makabe. Both men could not be any more established in the community than they are now. Both men household names in their respective, I would say, continents, and certainly on to a degree on the other continent. I'm sure most of the UK knows Danny Makabe, and I'm sure most of North America knows Tyrant. Tyrant stops him, throws on a Jujikatami, going for a quick submission or at least a wear down on Makabe. Makabe able to block the hold as best he can. Still getting torqued on someone. Needs to get to the ropes. And does. Ref breaks it up.
Kelly, I swear to God, I'm going to feed you to a hungry lion. He's intense.
Referee getting heckled by the crowd here. Rather unfortunate
Well, I'm
that
intense
the
cameraman.
crowd isn't paying more attention to the matchup.
It's getting fucking hot in here.
Daniel Makabe using his size advantage there to take down the slightly smaller Tyrant.
Huge waist-lock takedown. Yeah, Daniel Makabe has the weight advantage. Does Tyrant have a slight height advantage, though?
I
Does he
believe
have
so.
And a reach advantage?
Yes.
Should it come down to a slugfest?
Absolutely.
When you think these two guys, you don't really think slugfest.
Don't do that to me.
But really, because they're so well versed in all kinds of different styles,
But a match like this could break down.
should the need arise, it's not like they couldn't throw down.
Makabe off the ropes. Catches Tyrant with a shoulder block, whips him now. Reversed. Boot in the gut by Tyrant. Could be going. He was maybe going for that cutoff. I would say his premier maneuver. That scissor kick has won him many a match, many a title.
I got a bad.
That's just it's a devastating maneuver. The velocity of Tyrant's legs coming right down the back of your head, that's enough to knock any man out. Makabe, full aware of this fact, decided to get the hell out of the ring.
Takes a breather.
Probably saved the match for himself by doing so.
Yeah, even though it's quite early in the match, V had got hit with that cutoff that could very well be it for our mutual friend Daniel Makabe. Tyrant working a headlock now. Makabe's going to want to get him to the ropes and shoot him off. Does so. Takes a big shoulder block.
Oh!
Maybe a bit of mistiming there by Makabe costs him a double knee drop across the back. Tyrant telegraphed it a bit, and Tyrant caught him.
Big dominating knee drop from Tyrant. Landing his knees on all his peasants across the land.
Well
Showing
documented
his
that
dominance.
England is full of peasants. Ripe for the knee dropping.
His serfdom.
Whip reversal. Spinning heel kick by Tyrant. Takes Makabe down. And back to that, wrenching that headlock.
That'll do it. You gotta pace yourself.
Now, Tyrant understands that Dan Makabe is a slightly larger as far as weight goes opponent. Now, whenever that is the case, generally speaking, that opponent will have a strength advantage over himself.
Is that the case here?
That's debatable.
Okay.
But to further my point, when such a strength disadvantage is at hand for oneself, you'll want to try to wear that opponent down. And what better way to wear them down than by the neck?
Exactly. You want to ground them. You want to work a hold. You want to take the oxygen away. You want to get them tired. You want to get them hurt. And Tyrant here also highly adept
Kelly.
in the art of high flying. We saw that nice standing moonsault a minute ago. Nice up and over by Tyrant. Oh! Tyrant was looking for maybe another headlock takedown to ground Makabe again. Makabe having none of that.
That
Big
strength advantage coming in right there. Makabe just whipping Tyrant into the turnbuckle.
backdrop driver type maneuver. Head first into the middle turnbuckle, it looked like. Tyrant feeling it, just immediately bailed out of the ring. Hasn't got up yet. Finally crawling to his feet. Makabe with a clear advantage now. Coming for a dive. Off the ropes again. Throw off Tyrant.
Full head of
Huge
steam.
tope by Daniel Makabe. Levels Tyrant and maybe the first row of fans.
Completely outpacing the camera in doing so.
Yeah, definitely beat the camera to the punch on that one. Luckily most of the fans in the front row are heavy set, and we're able to stop the momentum from going any further, perhaps through the back wall. Those were load-bearing fans.
You can see the immediate effect of taking such a high risk with a high-flying move like that. Both men were down for quite some time on the outside after having suffered the joint collision there.
2 count only by Makabe there. Now Tyrant obviously if you were to ask fans who know them both which one's the high flyer, are going to say Tyrant. But Makabe can get it done too. He's got moonsaults in his repertoire. He's obviously got a big tope, which you just saw. So Makabe can almost match Tyrant move for move in any facet of wrestling, be it technical, power, or even high flying.
But Dan Makabe more than happy to show his strength here, just whipping down Tyrant with those huge body
and
slams.
Makabe's got to be looking for that Trapper Keeper bomb.
Here.
Tyrant fights his way out, turns him all the way over. Oh, Makabe turns it into a
butterfly suplex.
The suplex there. Shades of the Funks. 2 count.
Bit of a cocky pin by Makabe there with only one knee draped over the British superstar.
I don't know if Makabe thought he was actually getting a 3 count there or if he was just killing time going on to the next move. But that could have been his fatal mistake. Because here's Tyrant throwing some punches. And a kick.
Did he go for that cutoff again?
Coming off the ropes.
Oh, no. Makabe with the kick
by
of his own.
Makabe. Trapper Keeper attempt again. Going for it. Tyrant gets all the way over. Ducks a back elbow. Reverses the whip. Boot in the gut. Going for the cutoff.
Oh!
And Makabe, quick reflexes on that, able to reverse the entire position of his body, get his knees under Tyrant's leg, and force him to drop that cutoff leg across Makabe's knees and perhaps injure his own leg in the process.
Makabe may not look like much, but it's very agile.
This we can agree on.
It was incredibly agile with that obvious display there, just whipping his knees underneath himself. Oh!
And another huge back suplex. That's 2 we've seen now. One into the turnbuckle and one after a shin breaker. And Makabe looks like he has picked his plan of attack here, working over the leg of Tyrant, which is going to serve the double purpose of A, taking him out of the flying game and keeping him grounded, and 2, rendering him unable to hit his finishing hold, for lack of a better term, a cutoff.
Makabe clearly doing his homework here, understanding Tyrant's clear. Whoa!
Snap power slam by Daniel Makabe.
Big old power slam by Dan Makabe. As I was saying, Makabe having clearly done his homework and understanding that the legs of Tyrant are so key to in the entirety of Tyrant's moveset, essentially.
Big vertical suplex by Daniel Makabe. 2 count and no more than 2. It's a credit to these men here. This, as we said, is the main event of day 1. The crowd here has already seen 10 or 11 big matches and are just as into this match as if it was the first match on the entire show.
A strong testament to these two athletes' star power, that they can still draw on fans despite such a long day.
The crowd would wait all night for this match.
You got to wonder if waiting all night will hang heavily against Tyrant, as I'm sure you're well aware. Tyrant is from the UK, and we are having this show in North America. Big John Woo.
Tyrant, 8 hours removed from his natural time zone, could be wreaking havoc with his internal clock, and Daniel Makabe just wreaked havoc with his internal organs with that John Woo. Man, sometimes these things just write themselves.
Kick that Chow Yun Fat would be proud of.
I thought that was how you say Happy New Year in Chinese. Is that not it?
It's a dual-purpose name.
Okay.
He has a lot of fun on New Year's.
Big chop by Daniel Makabe.
And a Chow Yun Fat to you, too.
Sunset flip attempt. Gets it. Legs hooked over arms. That's as good as it could have been. Daniel Makabe kicks out anyway. Schoolboy. Pretty close to the ropes. Makabe kicks out. Small package attempt by Tyrant. No dice. Makabe powers down.
Oh, Lord.
Shades of Shinya Hashimoto and Masato Tanaka 0-1 show, March 2nd, 2002. Brainbuster with his legs folded all the way over, just accordioning. I have just verbed that word. Accordioning Tyrant over himself.
Tyrant is in such a bad way at this point after having just been completely destroyed by that brainbuster. Somehow he's up on his feet. Oh!
Tyrant still got some fight, though. Throws a big lariat, takes Makabe over after ducking one of his own.
Showing why he's such a well-known wrestler with that versatility and that wherewithal to keep fighting through all of this, all the hurting that Dan Makabe has put on him through the entire match. And what a hurting it has been.
Better a hurting than a squirting, I always say. Both men slow to their feet.
Oh.
Big punch right across the jawline by Daniel Makabe. Elbow by Tyrant. And Makabe fires back with one of his own. We got a slugfest going on, as we alluded to earlier. Daniel Makabe looking to be taking the advantage in the strike game. Big headbutt, forehead to forehead contact.
Be careful, don't get any squirting from that.
Boot in the gut. Another John Woo attempt.
Oh.
Fakes it. Hits the cutoff on Tyrant. Tyrant lands awkwardly on his, look at the top of his head, it looked like.
Tyrant getting a taste of his own medicine.
Makabe playing the world's smallest violin for Tyrant. Tyrant, perhaps the only man, someone immune to his own move because he knows it so well. Crowd getting all over Makabe's case. And now getting behind Tyrant with that series of strikes, ending with a European uppercut. And who better to do a European uppercut than a European? Tyrant off the ropes, going for the cutoff. Hits it.
Oh.
Could be it, ladies and gentlemen, if Tyrant can get on Daniel Makabe for a pin. But I fear Tyrant is too slow getting onto Makabe after taking all of Daniel Makabe's offense.
You gotta wonder if that adrenaline has run dry. And Tyrant.
2 count. Crowd now storming the ring, much like the Bastille. Getting behind Tyrant. A crowd primarily of North American fans getting behind the outside talent based on their hatred for the actions of Daniel Makabe.
Now, so much hatred of the actions of Daniel Makabe or hatred of his life partner, Alan Creasy?
Could be both. Creasy's not helping his cause. Spins all the way around.
Oh!
Big Michinoku driver. And again, Tyrant unable to get on him quickly. There, gets on him now. Hooks a leg, 2 count only. Dueling chants now for both men. Crowd respecting the work of both, regardless of their personal feelings toward them. Tyrant going to the top now. This is where he thrives. What's he looking for here? 450 splash and nobody home to answer the front door. Daniel Makabe gets out of the way. Looking to capitalize on this, maybe capitalize to the point of winning the match. We haven't seen a Trapper Keeper yet. That may change in the next 3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Going for it. Tyrant still has fight in him, even after landing flat on his face, chest, stomach, thighs, and shins from that 450 splash. Daniel Makabe flips him over into a Fire Thunder. Tyrant could be out.
Daniel Makabe zigging one way and zagging the other, picking him up with the Trapper Keeper and driving his head right back down.
Now, if I was Makabe, I would drag him about 2 feet out from the ropes and make the pin, because I think if you pinned him now, he might, even if it's just a spasm, might be able to make it to the ropes. But Makabe not even going for a pin, not heeding my advice one way or the other. Always a mistake. Looking for maybe one more thing to finish the job before he goes for the pin. Sets him up top. What's he looking for here? Makabe known for the superplex.
Perhaps the Dan Spike.
Known for even the Dan Spike that Hurricanrana with both men standing on the top rope. Makabe maybe rethinking things. Sets him on the side. What could he... At this point, I'm lost. I don't know what he's looking for here. Climbing up the outside.
The crowd seems off. Oh, no.
Makabe calling for...
Is he calling for the...
a superplex to the floor? I've seen men die on less than this. Or is it... Could it even be the Dan Spike to the floor? Oh! But Daniel Makabe takes a big spill to the floor. And Tyrant now up on top. Huge moonsault. Looks like feet and shins connected on Daniel Makabe's head. That could well be a knockout blow on the floor. And while no one may want to see this end by countout, I'm sure Tyrant is happy with a win any way he can get it.
Oh, at this point in the match, considering all of the punishment that Tyrant has taken, any which way to get the victory, I'm sure, is just as sweet to him.
Tyrant going for a walk now, down to Table Town. Crowd behind it. Where is he taking it? That's the entranceway. Bridging a table over those two guardrails that comprise the entranceway. Has anyone phoned that number under the VCW? I wonder who you get.
It's the hotline number.
That's not Jenny. I know Jenny's number. Let's check that guy out.
That's a dude and a half.
If I was to pick someone in this room who is most recently killed a family, I would pick that guy. Cameraman agrees. And I believe the referee being lenient on the countout, perhaps throwing it out altogether, wanting to see a true winner. Big Yakuza kick by Tyrant. Sets Makabe on the table, takes a spill. Mayhem.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Tyrant may be looking to reset up that table. So obviously has some sort of Cruel Intentions starring Ryan Phillippe for Daniel Makabe.
Starring also well-renowned author S.M. Geller.
Yes.
One of her finer moments.
Fans now helping out with the table setup, doing everything they can. They want to see.
They want to see pandemonium is what
They
want
want
to
to see pandemonium. They want to see whatever Tyrant has in store for Daniel Makabe.
This newsletter, whatever is being written in it, the fans are absolutely subscribing to it.
They have lifetime subscriptions to Tyrant Quarterly right now. Tyrant sets up Makabe on the table again, bridge between the guardrail. Fans maybe even holding it in place. Tyrant taking a walk. I don't know where to. His options are limited in this building.
Are these two load-bearing fans?
These two are load-bearing fans.
Tyrant's going up.
To the Eagle's Nest. Careful, there's a murderer that lives there. Fans don't know what to think. There's a rail there. There's not much you can do, and you can't stand on the rail. The ceiling's too low. I don't know what Tyrant's plan is here.
He's cooking something up.
Jumps out.
Whoa!
Out of the entranceway, onto the table. Table doesn't even break. Replay.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Well, the referee maybe didn't want to administer countouts, but he may have to administer a double knockout on the floor right now. Because both men, I don't know who took the worst of that. What is happening in the crowd?
This is that pandemonium we spoke of.
This is that pandemonium. Tyrant's alive. That's a plus. Because I wasn't sure until I saw him just now.
That's unbelievable after hurdling himself easily at least 10 feet to Daniel Makabe and just completely crushing him with that swanton bomb.
Both men unbelievably up and exchanging strikes. I don't know how they have anything left in them, quite frankly.
Yeah, Makabe may very well be bleeding internally at this point. Oh!
Big dropkick sends Makabe through the entranceway, perhaps never to be seen again.
Perhaps this is the curtain call for Daniel Makabe.
Could be it. Could be Goldust giving him an inverted DDT.
Something's going on.
Oh, Makabe emerges from the entranceway better than he entered.
Oh!
Trapper Keeper walks him through the entranceway.
Right on that stage.
In the Trapper Keeper. That stage is carpet on concrete, ladies and gentlemen. A weird combination, if you ask me, but that's the case nonetheless. Now you've got to believe that Tyrant is in a very bad way here. I don't know if Tyrant, under his own power, or even under someone else's power, even under steam power, is going to make it back to the ring.
It would require a Herculean task of strength to get up. But here we are. Apparently Tyrant is Hercules, having gone up from that trapper keeper.
Maybe Daniel Makabe's Hercules, because he's actually dragging Tyrant by his Samson-like hair. How many other myths can we work into this one? Makabe going for a pin. It may be academic. 2.
Oh!
2.9.
Tyrant. With what strength he has left, we have no clue, because we thought he was completely out of it. Manages to somehow kick out right before the 3 count. Unbelievable.
Fans of all races and creeds, though mostly white, rallying behind Tyrant right now. Makabe looking to show Tyrant he can fly too. Makabe famous for the top rope senton. Could be going for it right here. No! Daniel Makabe attempts a 450. Perhaps try to show Tyrant that anything he can do, Makabe can do better. That's a wrist clutch. Northern Lights bomb. That is the brain splitter. And that could be all she wrote. 2 count again. Tyrant able to just drape an arm across him because that's all he has left.
Just as we thought Makabe's brains were split all across the canvas there, he kicks out.
Now Tyrant, who not long ago took that trapper keeper on the entranceway, in control, looking for a dragon suplex. Makabe reversed this early in the match. Might not have the wherewithal to do it this time. Oh, Makabe throws a second elbow back. Gets caught. That's a dragon suplex, pinning version. Oh, 2 count. Momentum may have been all that separated Tyrant from the win there. Daniel Makabe maybe just kept rolling a little further back, able to get his shoulders off the mat. Makabe might not even know that he kicked out right now. Tyrant going for a second one, and this could be it if he hits it. Daniel Makabe doing everything he can. He's been watching those Master Lock challenges, finding out how to break the Master Lock. Throws an elbow back. Tyrant looking to catch him just like he did the first time. Oh, but Makabe fights out harder this time. Fakes it.
Oh.
Makabe looking for that German suplex. Nobody does it better. Huge bridging German suplex. 2 count again, and Tyrant gets barely one shoulder up. Makabe holding on with the rear waist lock, going for a second one.
Barely shoulder up on a suplex that Carl Gotch would be proud of.
Yes. If he wasn't dead. Tyrant throwing no less than 100. Back elbows. Up and over. Yeah, Makabe, big jumping high kick. 180 catches him square in the face.
Completely leveling the British challenger.
Now going up. What's he looking for? That is what they call the Danurism. Top rope foot stomp to the head, driving his face down into the mat. And Daniel Makabe looking to finish it right here and right now. Oh no! 3 count by Daniel Makabe. I am not surprised after that. Holy shit, what a suplex.
Did he just kill the man?
That was the most vertical drop I have ever seen from a backdrop suplex in my 40 years in the business. That was unfucking believable. There's no other way to say it. I apologize for the colorful language. Daniel Makabe gets one of the biggest wins of his career, one of the biggest wins of anyone's career. That was gigantic.